we're back to the outside components and the truck features of this 2015 International TerraStar. We've got the L315 33-inch tires, off-road capability. You'll never run them less than 60 pounds. That's the important thing to remember. So if you want to deflate them to off-road and run in the sand, 60 pounds is the minimum number, otherwise it can come off the wheel. They run normally 75 to 85 pounds. I think they're at 85 right now. Then we come in here to the locking hubs, and if the camera can see it, it says free, and it's got an arrow, and then it locks when you're 4x4, so you keep it on free. And we've got the dust covers on here that look good, and they simply go on. With a pat. And once you find the right spot, you'll be good. There you go. You just got to put them in the right spot. This keeps all the dirt and dust and debris out. If you're four-wheeling, you stick a little screwdriver in there, pop it off, it comes right off. Got stainless steel valve stems, Alcoa aluminum wheels. We've got what we call sexy flexies on here. These are the rubber fender flares. Got the black paint job. This is the antenna. There's your mirrors, high and convex. What we've done here is this is normally an open section, so we use this 304 surgical stainless steel. Then we put the LED trucker lights in here, and it makes a great cosmetic effect, and also it really looks cool at night running down the road. And you got your surgical stainless steel signature SuperTruck tanks. These are 90 gallons a piece. They're gravity feed, so you fill one, and in a matter of time it'll go to the other, or you can fill them both. But the left side fuel tank is the one that feeds the motor, just so you know, and the fuel gauge. They simply unscrew, just like 18-wheelers. They screw on and off very, very easily. But these throats are made of aluminum. So when you put it back on, if it doesn't screw on that simple, you've made a mistake. Don't try to cross-thread it. As soon as it hits, kind of like an oil filter, quarter turn and you're done. It has a rubber gasket. Stainless steel grab handles. This truck is set up with 5-inch stacks, surgical stainless steel heat shields. Very cool system. This is our Super Duty bed with our SuperTruck custom fenders. Your rear wheels have no locks. It's a no-spin rear end. Then we've set this truck up with a Kelderman rear air ride suspension. When we wander on around the back, stainless steel mud flap brackets, SuperTruck mud flaps, stainless steel weights. In the back of the truck, you got a Class 5 hitch. It's set up at 15,000 pounds, or 7.5 tons. We made a custom insert for you. It should be set at the proper height for most of your trailers. These are your strobe lights. Inside you saw the strobe switches. Let's put these on, the 4-corner strobe. They're Whelen 120 watts. Come down here, here's your 7-way for your trailer, and it also has a 4-way for the smaller trailers without brakes. I always keep that cap on. It keeps the dust and dirt and grime out. This is your brass fitting. This is for your air hose. You have 5 gallons of air, 120 psi in this truck. So you push that in, stab your air hose in, you blow up your beach toys, your tires, whichever you may want to do. Keep going around the truck. We've got an ARE cap. It's got dual locks on it for theft, and the keys are on the keychain. It opens up, and then you've got your bed. Fully Line-X bed, custom restraint systems, 4x8, plenty of room. Close it, pull her down, turn your 2 tabs up top so they go parallel. That's locked, and she's good as can be. It's a fiberglass top. It's been painted to match. We put a little touch on here, the Extreme SuperTruck CNC emblem. Looks awesome. We run around, you see pretty much the same as you saw before. And this is your battery box. You got 3 900 amp batteries in here. Your fuses and your relays for your main stereo system are in here too. Also, if you need to jump someone off or you ever need to be jumped off, we don't suggest you hook into the batteries. They're very large batteries, and if someone has a bad short, a battery could explode. So what we do is we put you a jump stud on the side of your truck, and then you hook it to any nut anywhere for the negative, and you've got a great power source. The fuel fill here is not used, but we leave the door there in case you ever want it for a stash box or something like that. Another set of fuel tanks, and again, this is the left side, so this is the side that feeds your motor and your fuel gauge. Very important to remember, because if you ever want to just splash some fuel in, you put it over here because it takes a while for the gravity feed to come across. Okay? Then, to open the hood, you have two latches, one on each side. Pull up some. Grab it here, pull it forward. It's got a nice spring action to it. It's not too heavy to open. Inside here, you've got the max force system. Okay? One thing that you might want to remember is I want to bring the camera over here to this relay. This relay here, if that red lever is ever up, it means someone probably tripped one of your steps, which we're going to next. So if it's tripped up and your steps aren't working, simply push it down one time and your steps will be back functioning. So now we'll step back a little bit and I'll show you your steps. These are the new 2000 steps, which are made in Germany. They're power sliding, off the chart. You have four, one at each location. We also custom built some CNC SuperTruck steps for this truck. But every once in a while, I've seen people stand on the steps and close the door, and that will throw the circuit breaker instead of burning up the step or blowing a motor. So that's why I showed you the circuit breaker under the hood. Another thing is these doors in this truck, if you just throw them closed, they may or may not close. It's a very airtight truck. It likes a nice, steady close. You don't have to slam it hard, but you have to keep pressure the whole time. Let's go back under the hood here. They never overheat. There's 2.5 gallons of reserve, and there's 5 gallons of coolant inside this radiator. There's 22 quarts of oil inside this motor. That's why we call this a million-mile truck. Everything is labeled. There's where your engine oil goes. That's your engine oil dipstick. The best time to check your oil is before you start it in the morning. You don't have to clean the stick. You just pull it out, check the level, and put it back in. This is your transmission check. When you check your transmission, it always has to be on flat land, started at an idle, in park. That's how you check a transmission. Here's your brake fluid reservoir. It stays full, and then we'll move around. That's all there is here. Oh, one more thing. Here's your windshield wash. Your reservoir is under the cab. It holds 2 full gallons, and it's full. And that's all you need to know about this motor. If there's something goes wrong, they're very electronic. You're going to have to get to an international dealer with a laptop. But hopefully you won't have to do that for a long, long time. It's got a custom visor with LED lights inside. It's got blinkers and LED lights inside the mirrors. Then we come around to the front. Close this hood up. You got more LEDs here. You got a 20-inch LED inside the grille. And as you can see, it's close to 4 feet high, if not taller. Then you've got your fog lights that are LED inside the wings of your bumper. What we did in this case is a winch was requested, so we put a 15,000-pound winch. We pulled the bumper out 5 inches. We created a stainless steel cap so you can lock and unlock the winch here. And down here is your winch plug, and here's your winch. So we'll move around, take a step back, and just look at what we did here. This is approximately 12 weeks worth of work, 2 men every day, 40 to 50 hours a week. And that's the SuperTruck. Get a grasp of how tall this thing is. Love it. One other thing I didn't say a lot about is all the hardware in this truck. As you're looking around, everywhere you see hardware holding on the stacks, holding on the grab handles, holding on the bumpers, all the hardware holding on the stainless steel accenting, the fuel tanks, the mud flaps, everything has been changed out to hardened stainless steel. So you have no rust issues. It stays like this until you're done. And another thing is with the stainless steel fuel tanks, it's a kind of our trademark. When you spill diesel fuel on those fuel tanks, it's like putting lemon pledge on furniture, wipe it off, and it just makes it shine. So far superior than the aluminum and steel, because it saturates in and requires a total major polishing. And on the other hand, if you do scratch the tank, or if someone steps on it with dirt on their feet and twists and scrubs them, you simply buff out and it shines again. It's good for 100 years. And that's it. That's the TerraStar SuperTruck.